Okay, hope everybody's having a great Monday. Haven't had a chance to check mail yet, but I did throw 5 letters in the box, 2 TTMs and 3 postcard cancellation requests for the post offices in California. I think California and maybe Alaska. But this is a different shot here. Hopefully it won't be too shaky. This is a room tour, and I haven't done one of these in a long time because one of the craziest things I have ever done was clean off of this desk. This desk is 100%, 99% cleaned off. And absolutely amazing that it actually has been done. It just took hours and hours just to organize and sort a few things. This box over here, this box lid, which I found that goes to this box down here, 99% of, 95% of those cards were all on my desk in some capacity. That's crazy. And I had cut out one of those jumbo 5-row boxes or whatever, but it turns out I probably still needed it. So I need to cut another box of some kind, unfortunately. And this is just miscellaneous stuff unsorted here. And these are things that I just recently acquired. Couple of car models there, and those are my Encyclopedia Brown books I've been showing off in a few videos. I'm working on finishing off that collection. And a few other things, a Doctor Who game I just got in, and some DVDs I just finished watching here. Not sure what I'm going to do with those, and props and stuff that I've used and you've seen in videos before, and of course everybody's familiar with the old Doctor Who figurine, Tom Baker. And there's just a Bobby Witt card I just recently purchased for $1.20 free shipping, and of course my Disney World Baseball. And then here's the other computer that I've been using. This laptop came from a Goodwill bin store. Technically they're not allowed to, supposedly they're not allowed to, it just depends on your store selling laptops, but it was in semi-working condition, and for the most part it was savable, and I was able to get, with the help of my brother, he was able to clean it up for me and get it going. So that's really cool as a backup PC. And some other decorations. When you guys do contest videos and I have to do a response for, I pull a lot of things out of kind of hiding or storage or whatever, and they never get put back. Some of these baseball bats were part of the contest response, and then some banners here. This banner, 1975 calendar banner here, was just basically to cover up some bad spots in the wall there, but it does a job there and was only like 50 cents for that. You know, my Tim Allen autograph. Unfortunately, he signed in faint silver. I was hoping he would sign it black, because that would look, or blue. That would look great on that picture. Hoping he would, like, you know, look like he was holding his autograph there. But that was a picture I found a slide for, or a negative, and I actually had it printed from that. So that's probably one of the few times that anybody's ever seen that photograph there. And then there's a picture of Big Bird with some of the New York Giants there. And just some other things that I've accumulated over the years. One of the few times I've ever gone to Portland to a Goodwill bin store, and I got that Pancho Gonzalez racket there. It's only worth like $5 or $10, but had to buy something. And of course my clock needs a new battery, but vintage clocks are pretty hot, you know, in some circumstances, and other signs and decor and subway map, again, another thrifted type of purchase. But I looked online, and one time these were like $75 for these laminated maps of this size, maybe even $100. And one of my favorite things I got off of eBay many years ago is American Airlines passenger sign. We agree with you, departing on time is Portland, so it's probably, you know, like when you're going to the ticket counter, it was somewhere probably right there. That's a really cool plastic sign, and I found a silver frame that I stuck that in, and it's just something that you're just not going to find. It's just really pretty neat. And this ceiling used to be covered in posters from video stores, but they've since been removed. And here's my Steve Wozniak autograph that I got as a Christmas present, and I just made a little display from a Dollar Tree frame and put some vintage Apple stickers in the background, and I just think that's really cool. It's not professionally done. Just some other things I have hanging on the wall. No, I'm not an OU fan, but it's just something that I just put there. And then welcome to your Tualatin Greenway. If you're anywhere near Tualatin, that's the Greenway sign for that, so that's kind of neat. And of course some other things that were given to me, or here was an old Scooby-Doo comic book that was falling apart, so I just saved the picture and the front of it and framed it in the old 70s era frame. And some other posters and things that I just don't have room to display. And then everybody's favorite binders. Here is only a fraction of my binder collection. It's absolutely insane, this binder collection. And then it goes down further and further and further, and more binders and more binders. And you know, I want to say color coordinate these things, but some of these are like the Pepsi binder. I know that's my NASCAR binder, vintage NASCAR binder, minor league cards and baseball cards and NASA binders and stamp collection books right there. And then there's my postcard checklist, you know, and then here's even more binders, hotel casino cards, Jason's favorite, Jason the Zombie, or Invictus X, favorite part of my collection was the hotel cards. Jeff Burton collection, Cheers collection, Supervisor Camp is just something else, some modern cards. And my Germany autographs collection. If you've never seen my German videos, that's just insane, the amount of autographs I had. I don't buy from Germany anymore because my last order never arrived. It's really depressing that mine didn't arrive, so I might try again from a different vendor. Some Coca-Cola bottling checks, Todd Gitlin's autograph. I actually found that at Goodwill Dollar Tree. It was just sitting there, and I said, you know what, that'd be funny if it was autographed and somebody had bookmarked where the autograph was, and there it was, so I bought it. And some other posters. The epoxies were from Portland for a while. Roxy Epoxy right there. One of the best kind of punk new wave type of retro electronic band or whatever. It was just, you just were stepping into the weird 80s, the early 80s. This is so weird, really cool. And some other things that I've had for a while. Those are not my childhood ones, but I did have, and they're so faded. These are book covers, I guess. My Mr. Rogers poster, which got damaged when I was framing it. His sweatshirt looks like it's covered in snow, and that's because the color rubbed off on the plastic. I'm really disappointed because it was a mint condition poster. And then something I thrifted for $3 at a local thrift store. They really don't have much more value over than $3 because you're not going to open it and try the disc. And then the old Portland Beavers that don't exist anymore, Crater Lake. It says U.S. to Alaska. It always looks like it says U to Alaska. Something like that. Harlem Globetrotters, and some other vintagey things. We had a TV set just like that when I was a kid. It was in color back in the 70s. And some other Maltese Falcon poster. And some of these posters are really kind of expensive posters if you look them up online. There's a Benji poster, House Calls poster. I bought that because it was something ridiculous like $3, and I got combined shipping with tons of other posters, so that's the only reason. And then here's some other crazy pictures. Here's Red Kopecky. I think I've shown that before. Down here, vintage, oh, I don't know what year that is, really ancient. I think these were Boston College, don't quote me on that one. Here's an old PBS office in Washington, I forget which one, Washington State. I just thought that picture was cool, the last day of that particular office there. And an Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull thing, which I framed. And some ancient Chinese family I found at the Goodwill bins. That's really cool. It's probably hanging up in some Chinese restaurant or something. That's really cool. And then, you know, back to square one here. Just a couple more things. I'm almost out of time. And here's some license plates I've saved over the years. There's a WGBH Boston, or it's maybe for the radio, I'm not really sure. Old P.O. box door with some relatives in it. And an Alabama license plate. And here is Staten Hardware and Foo. No, I think it's furniture, but I just thought that was funny, so I had to have that. And last but not least, the Texaco and the Detroit Water Festival. So that is a tour of my office and card room, which I shoot all the videos. Hope you liked that, and it is actually clean for once. There's my new vintage chair, really awesome, and thank you for watching.